Alright, I was able to buy cheap again today. My name is Yuma Nakamura, 25 years old. I grew up in a poor family, and both my parents struggled ever since I was a little kid. In order to be able to send money to my parents every month, I try to save where I can in my life. Of course, I'm not forcing it in any way, but apparently from the outside, people seem to think that I'm a poor person.
I can't believe you shop at such a crappy store.
Oh, Fugo. This was my colleague from work, Fugo Narakani. Apparently his father is the CEO of different companies and he's quite wealthy. He still lives at home with his family, and from his privileged lifestyle, he always teases me.
How sad to be so poor that you have to shop at a disgusting store like this.
That's not true. You know this grocery store is a really great shop.
Well then, are you telling me that they have foie gras and caviar at this shop?
I've never seen a grocery store that has things like that.
Seriously? It's only a couple of $100. I can't believe they don't even have that on the shelves here.
Price isn't everything, Fugo. And plus, this shop is really helpful for the people.
Oh, my bad. You know, I'm pretty rich. I just don't understand how poor people think or live. Although for someone like you who is saving and still living so poorly, you might be below the poor people.
That's not true.
If you want to talk back to me, do it when you're better at your job than me. Although, the way that you are, no matter how hard you work, it might never be possible anyway. Well then, I have a reservation with my dad and his friends at a fine dining French restaurant. Au revoir!
He doesn't even speak French. The next day at work, Fugo was bragging once again. Everybody seemed annoyed with it, but because he was good at his job, it was hard to complain about him. But we entered the company at the same time. We have the same starting point. I need to work harder and be able to be better at my job so I don't lose to that guy.
Mr. Nakamura! There was another mistake in your work!
I'm sorry. Shoot, I did it again. This is what my life was like. That was all about to change one day from a lunch break. I made a lot of mistakes again today. I wonder if I'm ever going to be able to be better at my job in Fugo.
You're eating by yourself in a place like this?
Wait, Miss Haragi? This woman was Miss Mifuyu Haragi. She is 28 years old and she's actually the CEO of our company. She's kind to myself as well as others, but she also works harder than anybody. She's not even that much older than me. She's amazing.
You look like there's something on your mind. Did something happen?
What? Wait a minute. Is it okay if I talk to you about it?
It's part of my job to make it easier for my employees to get their work done.
Even though she's busy, she worries about me too. I'm really glad that I was able to join this person's company. Actually, I'm feeling a little bit troubled about my work. I make a lot of mistakes, and I haven't been able to get better. Well, I suppose it's just a matter of working harder, I guess.
Well then, would you like me to teach you some pointers about the job?
What?
Why don't you work with me and try learning by working next to me? I actually have a sales meeting in the afternoon. Do you want to come with me?
Are you sure? Thank you very much. I can't believe that Miss Haragi, who I look up to so much, is going to help me. I need to take this opportunity to work harder so I can be more useful to the CEO. After that, once I finished my lunch, I ended up going with the CEO to a business meeting. Knowing Miss Haragi, she's probably really cool when she's in business meetings too. I need to make sure I seal the image in my mind.
closest train station and company is, let's see, this way.
Wait, that's the opposite direction.
I knew that. Right now, I was just testing you.
Right, of course. There's no way that you would be bad with directions, Miss Haragi. After that, we somehow made it to the company where we had the business meeting. As soon as the meeting started, Miss Haragi completely changed.
The suggestion we have this time is...
It's amazing that she can speak this boldly in front of so many higher-ups. And this is why Miss Haragi is so cool. A few hours later, when we finished the meeting, we were back at the train station.
But you don't need to thank me.
You were giving me your precious time and helping me learn more about the job. It's a given. And plus, you were amazing again today, Miss Haragi. I want to someday be able to speak boldly like you did to business leaders like that.
You'll be fine. I saw you taking notes seriously, and as long as you keep working hard like that, it'll pay off someday.
Thank you very much. I can't believe the CEO is complimenting me. I'm touched. Wait, are you okay?
It's bitter.
What?
I actually can't drink bitter things.
I totally thought she would drink her coffee black. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go buy something else so you don't have to force.
No, I've already put my mouth on it, so I can't waste it.
She's serious about her food and drinks. Even after that, I moved around with Miss Haragi and learned more about the work. I also read business books at home and decided to study so that I could be more useful at work. As I spent more time with Miss Haragi, I also noticed that there were a lot of ways in which she was really cute. Then one day, after work, I was at the super cheap grocery store as usual, doing some shopping when... Oh, the beef is really cheap today. Not only that, but there's only one left. Lucky me. Ah! I'm sorry.
No, excuse me. Wait, aren't you?
What? Miss Haragi?
No way! I can't believe that you also know of this grocery store. You must be pretty smart.
What are you doing here, ma'am?
Oh! It's almost time where they're going to put the 50% off stickers on the deli corner over there. We need to hurry!
Not only that, but she's saying that like she's a regular customer here? I was shocked by the appearance of Miss Haragi, but the two of us finished up our grocery shopping and walked out of the store together.
Thanks for letting me take the beef.
Not at all. But what were you doing in that shop, Miss Haragi? I'm sure as the CEO must make quite a lot of money, so I figured you would be able to shop at a better place.
To tell you the truth, my family used to be very poor.
What?
We didn't have any money, and every day we struggled to put food on the table. I've had that experience, so that's why I vowed to someday become rich, and that's why I worked really hard to get to where I am.
And now you've become a CEO.
If I didn't struggle so much when we were poor, I might still be poor to this day. That's why, just because I earn more money now, I don't plan on wasting it. Because my parents also run a shop now to help those around them too. Well, I can't talk about this to the other employees, even though I just let it spill to you.
Why is that?
If everybody found out that I used to be poor, they might lose faith in me and be disappointed. When I was a student, I was teased for being poor a lot, so that's why I feel like I have to hide that I used to be poor.
That's not true, though. If anything, I think it's amazing.
What?
Because the fact that you got out of being poor and now you're a CEO, you must have worked so hard. And even though you're successful, you don't waste it. And I think it's beautiful that you're still modest.
You think so?
I really do believe that. Wait, what's the matter? Your face is bright red.
Because that's the first time anybody's ever said that to me, and it's making me blush.
This person is way too cute. And then, I start to notice a change in her even at the office.
Mr. Nakamura, this is about the work that we have today.
I feel like you're quite close.
What are you talking about? More importantly, about the work.
What's going on all of a sudden? Ever since that one incident, I felt like Miss Haragi was ever so slightly closer to me than before. She's always so close that our shoulders brush, and during the lunch break, she calls me out to the meeting room and...
If you would like, please eat this.
What?
You know, the other day you let me take the last beef, right? This is to thank you for that. So, here.
I can't imagine Miss Haragi cooking at all, but... recently, she seems a little bit different than before, so... Wait, this is delicious!
I'm glad to see you seem to enjoy it.
I can't believe it's this delicious. You must be using different ingredients?
Everything is about what I bought from that super cheap shop.
I buy my food at the same shop, but I can't believe it changes this much based on the person cooking it. It's amazing that you can make such a delicious cooking even when you're saving money.
Come on, you're complimenting me too much.
But I really do think you're amazing, Miss Haragi. I wish I could learn how to cook like this.
Do you want to try making it together then? This weekend, I'll teach you how to make money-saving meals at my house.
But I'm really not very good at cooking and things like that.
I'm sure you'll be fine. If you study seriously the way that you do with your work, I'm sure you'll be able to learn it quickly.
Well, then, yes please. Thank you. And then, a few days later, I ended up going over to Miss Haragi's house. Apparently her parents also had the day off that day, so they were home, but...
Mafuyu, you finally have a partner? Mafuyu, you finally have a partner?
It's not like that. I invited him over to teach him how to cook today.
Wait a minute. Miss Haragi is beautiful, but maybe she's never had a boyfriend before.
Well then, why don't we get started straight away? First, can you cut up the vegetables?
Yes. Why does it feel like we're a married couple?
Wait, you can't cut them like that.
What?
Here, give it to me.
Whoa.
When you cut it, you need to put your hands like this, and... Wait, why is your face so red?
What can I say? How do I say this? You're very close and,
I'm so sorry. You must have hated that.
I didn't hate it or anything like that. It just shocked me, that's all.
I think he might be perfect for Fimuyu.
Wait, what are you doing?
We were trying to see if he was a guy worthy of you, Mafuyu. He seems like a pretty serious good guy.
Don't say that. You're gonna trouble him.
No, it's okay. I don't mind if they had the misunderstanding about our relationship.
What? Does that mean you don't mind if you became my boyfriend?
That's not what I'm saying, but...
Right, of course not. I'm sure there's that you would want somebody much more wonderful.
No, I do think that you're a really wonderful person, Miss Haragi. It's just that...
Really?
Oh my, at this rate, we'll be able to see our grandchildren pretty soon.
Today, we're going to have a feast.
Like I said, that's not it.
That's just how badly we want you to get along well with Fimuyu.
What?
Our family used to have no money, and so this girl studied harder than anybody else so that one day she could become rich. And because of that, she didn't even try to make friends.
That's why this is the first time she's brought a friend over. And we're happy. So please, look after our girl and be her friend from now on.
But as one of her staff, she's the one that has to look after me. I'll do my best. I'm going to continue being friends with Miss Haragi from now on. A few hours later. Thank you very much for today.
Not at all. I also didn't have anybody that I could speak to in my private life, so I was happy. So if you like, will you go somewhere with me again sometime? Next time, just the two of us.
Of course. After that day, I started spending time in my private life with Miss Haragi as well. We started going out to places together on the weekends, and little by little, we got to know each other better. Of course, I continue to work hard at my job and...
I heard that the project the other day was a success thanks to you. Well done.
Thank you very much. But it's a little embarrassing to be patted on the head like this.
Oh, that reminds me. You've been working really hard, so why don't I celebrate you? Is there anything that you want me to do?
Well then, I would like to have your home cooking, Miss Haragi.
Are you sure that's all you want?
I think your cooking is the best thing.
Alright, well, then I'll bring you a homemade lunchbox tomorrow.
The next day at the lunch break, I was called by Miss Haragi into the meeting room once again.
Here's as promised. I made you a lunchbox.
Thank you very much.
Well then, let's eat. Wait, I'm sorry. Someone just called for me, so I'm gonna go. You can start eating first.
Miss Haragi seems really busy today as usual. If only I could help her more.
Oh, so this is where you were eating your lunch.
Shoot, Fugo.
But also, that looks like a cheap meal. Did you make that with gradients from that disgusting shop?
Cooking isn't just about the price, and this meal was actually...
Obviously, everything is about money. I feel so sad for you that you can only eat cheap-looking meals like this.
Oh, really? So the meal that I made looks that poor to you, does it?
Miss Haragi? What are you doing here, ma'am?
I made a promise that I would make him a lunchbox, although it seems like it's very much not to your liking, Narukune.
No way! That lunchbox? No! Obviously, there's no way that's true. If it's cooking that you made, then surely you would be using much more high-end ingredients as the CEO.
You know, just because I'm a CEO doesn't mean I only eat expensive things. Well, to begin with, I always do my shopping at a grocery store anyways.
No way! At that disgusting super cheap shop?
That's right, but also... You know, my parents are the owners of that shop.
Huh?
My family used to be very poor, and at that time, we were helped by all kinds of people. And this time, my parents said that they wanted to be helpful to others, and so they started selling items that were all in low price.
No way! But why would you not spend the money when you have so much of it?
It's very important to be modest and humble towards everything. If all you do is brag, then it could really destroy a relationship with others. And also, to speak poorly of that shop also means that you are speaking poorly of my parents. So, does that mean that's how you feel?
I'm very sorry.
After that day, Fugo stopped coming over to me and bothering me anymore. Apparently, he also stopped bragging about how rich he is to those around him. Not long after that, I noticed he was acting strangely. Normally, he would bring fancy lunches to work, but recently, he doesn't eat lunch during the break. According to the rumors, his father's company business was struggling, and his family is having to cut a lot of costs to make ends meet. Here, if you like, eat this.
What? Why are you being nice to me? Even though I said all those terrible things to you before?
I also used to be poor. So I can't just leave somebody when they're struggling for food.
Thank you. It's delicious. Even though you're not using any fancy ingredients in here.
I've said it before, but it's not like ingredients are better just because they're more expensive. Even if it is cheap, if you work hard and make a few changes, you can also make delicious meals.
I didn't know. And yet, I didn't know anything and decided what it would be like. And I was only saying such terrible things. I'm really sorry about everything until now. I won't say things like that ever again.
As long as you understand, it's fine. Ever since that day, Narukani started completing his work more humbly and quietly. We worked together and started to cooperate on projects, and we were able to raise our successes. Our other colleagues started to look up to us and rely on us more. And to this day, I still go over to Miss Haragi's house, and she teaches me how to cook. Today, her parents are at home, and it's just the two of us. Wow! And this is why your cooking's still the best, Miss Haragi.
Huh. Thanks.
I wonder if I also had a girlfriend that was this good at cooking. Maybe I would be able to eat delicious meals like this every day. As if.
About that. What about me? Even though you found out that I used to be poor, you still accepted me, and ever since then, you've been on my mind. We started to spend together. I fell for you more and more.
I also like you too, Miss Haragi. I've always looked up to you and how good you are at your job.
Really? Does that mean I don't have to hold it any longer, right?
What?
To tell you the truth, I've wanted to get close to you this whole time. So, from now on, I'm not gonna hesitate, and I'm gonna get as close as I want.
I can't believe that this is my CEO. On my arm like this. She's way too cute.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out our other episodes too. According to my calculations, you are about to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.